Three, two, one.
Here we go!
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to SIP Warriors with Quadzilla Karina.
And Viking Josh.
So today's episode is going to be about proper nutrition and the quality of the calories you're intaking, the quality of the food. So first things first, we'll talk about your water intake. Listen, your body's made up of majority of water, right? Your muscles are made up of majority of water. Your cells, water. Your bodily fluids, water, right? Everything is water, water, water. And that's one thing that people don't drink enough of. If you feel thirsty, you're dehydrated. You know, this is one of the most important things we let people know right off the bat is your water intake. You need to drink more water.
So real quick, do you have any idea how much water you should be consuming a day? Just think about that right now. Or think about how much you're actually drinking on a regular basis. Typically, when we ask our clients what they're consuming a day, a lot of them will say, well, maybe 1 to 2 water bottles, which are 16 ounces, the little water bottles. Typically, they're about 2 water bottles a day. So let's just say that's not even half of the water you should be consuming throughout the day. We highly encourage you to, start increasing that. Go anywhere from half a gallon to a gallon. Okay, that's 128 ounces. Oh, yay, I remembered. So if you're not consuming that, guys, I encourage you to set that as a goal. Not immediately, because of course you'll be living in the restroom, but just remember the body does adapt. So start slowly increasing that as you progress within your goals.
Until you learn what your body needs.
Exactly.
We always tell people you can go off the color of your urine. If it's darker or yellower, you need to drink more water. If you're going to the bathroom way too much, then dial it back just a little bit. A funny story is I used to work with a guy. He never drank water. He says because he didn't want to feel bloated. And he drank coffee and sodas, sweet tea, and Gatorades like they were going out of style. And he says that was his water intake for the day.
And that's not good at all.
Nope. He's drinking sugar upon caffeine, upon more sugar, literally dehydrating the body. And he got to the point to where he started having cramps and aches and pains. And we pretty much just forced him to drink more water. And he couldn't believe how good he started feeling afterwards.
Small changes, guys.
Small changes.
Yep, small changes equals big results.
That's right. Start your day with water. Wake up, drink water.
8 ounces of water minimum.
As soon as you wake up.
Exactly.
So the next thing we want to touch on is going to be your breakfast. Quality, right? You want to quality in everything you do, right? You don't want to go for cheap. Cheap is never better. So with breakfast, one thing we hear a lot of is, I just stopped by McDonald's and grabbed a sausage biscuit. It's only 300 calories. But you have to think about the quality of the calories you're putting in. Fake this, fake that. It all adds up. Your body does know the difference. And that's one of the biggest things that we hear a lot of is calories are calories. That is completely false. Your body knows the difference. Your body is the most sophisticated system in the entire world. Okay? Your body can tell the difference between everything you're putting in it. And we just really warn people about what you're putting in your body. When it comes to the breakfast, make it more quality foods. It'll be more filling, it lasts longer, and it's a lot healthier for you. The quality of calories also determines how many calories your body burns with a better breakfast. Let's say eggs, bacon, and oatmeal.
Yeah, that's not actually bad.
Exactly.
One of the biggest tips that I can encourage you to follow is whenever you're in the grocery store, what you want to do is you really want to stick to the aisles that are on the outside perimeters of the store. So when you walk in, the first thing you typically see is your produce. Then you walk around, then you start seeing your protein. Then you keep walking, if you're literally walking through the walls of the store, then you end up to your dairy and then you exit, right? Typically that's how it is.
Yep.
That's where you want to stay. And you know why? Because all of that food has a life expectancy of maybe 1 week,
2 weeks.
2 weeks max. Now, I want you to think about the center of the store. That has a shelf life. That means the majority of those foods, guess what, have been, what's the word?
Processed,
Have
guys.
been processed. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. They have been processed. So that means that they have a shelf life. That means that you could have them there for a year, 2 years, and guess what? It's not going to go bad. So that's something that you really want to avoid in your system, in your body. So.
Like we tell people, if it can stay good that long on the shelf, how long is it going to stay in your body?
Yeah. You know, that reminds me to that video that was done with that burger of Big Mac. So apparently somebody had stored away unconsciously. Was it a Big Mac?
I don't know. I think it was just a burger.
I think it was a burger in their closet, and he went back a year later. Was it longer than that?
I think it was almost 2 years.
Oh my God, it was almost 2 years and that burger was intact. Think about that. That stuff that you're putting in your body, that's poison, man. That is poison.
Yep. So with that type of quality of food, let's talk about burgers.
Yes.
Because what we do when we crave a burger, we go home and make one, and we eat whole grain wheat bread with homemade beef burgers that we make ourselves.
Yes.
It tastes a lot better. It's a lot better for you. It's like eating a cheap meal, and it's cheaper.
Yes.
You can do it on your own, so you can spice it how you want to. Yeah, it takes a little bit of time, but it's way better for you. You won't regret it.
And you won't be bloated. Like, seriously, as we've progressed, we've learned from our own personal mistakes, and these are mistakes that we are trying to get you to prevent from happening, okay? We literally would, go out, buy burgers. I'm not going to name the restaurants, but, within time, we're like, man, we were bloated for like days. And I mean, we just felt miserable, and not to mention the diarrhea that followed, okay? But now it's like we literally make our burgers. I know I get very visual here. And then now we make our own burgers, and it's like we're fine the next day. So it's, just think about that. That's how your body reacts to things that shouldn't be long there.
Yeah. And we hear a lot of, I don't eat rice and potatoes because it's bad for you. Come on, people, wake up. This day and age, the age of information's out there. One of the things we live by, if you can grow it or kill it, eat it. Mm-hmm. It's literally that simple. With that, the snacks that come along, processed snacks. Yes, there's some that are a little bit better if you're in a bind. Like for us, from time to time, we'll grab a protein cookie.
Yeah.
Or at worst, a protein shake. Actually, at worst, the protein cookie.
Yeah, protein shake would be a first choice.
Right.
On the run.
But that's only in worst case scenarios. Kind of like last weekend, we were just literally running and going for 2 days straight. We barely had time to stop and eat a good meal other than at nighttime. So we would eat in the morning, a big breakfast, and later on we had a snack as a protein cookie.
What's that saying that they say, eat like a king, and how does it go throughout the day?
Go ahead, try it.
No, you just set me up there. How does it go?
It's eat breakfast like a king, and eat dinner like I forgot the word.
See what happens?
A pauper. Yeah, I think that's the word. So eat dinner like a poor person.
Yes. So, I mean, that just comes to the visualization. You don't want to do it the other way. A lot of people think, oh, I can't do breakfast because my stomach this, my stomach that. No, that means that you've just accustomed your body to do that. It's all something that's reversible. So that means if you're not a person that eats breakfast, guess what? Start eating small things to introduce your body to get accustomed so that you could build a habit. That's what it's all about.
It's all about a habit.
Building a habit. And then as we progress, what we want to do is we decrease the amount of calories you're consuming for dinner, unless, you're definitely training and, that's a whole different topic.
Right.
Then at that point, you don't want to be eating that much of a heavy dinner, okay? Because I always hear people, oh, well, I was told that I shouldn't have carbs for dinner. Well, there's so many questions to think about. Did you work out? Do you deserve those carbs?
Did you train late in the evening or early in the morning?
Yeah, because if that doesn't apply to you and you're literally a person that just works at a desk, typing away, and then you don't really do much exercising, then you shouldn't really be eating a heavy dinner,
Yep.
But we could always answer that for you. Call us.
That's right.
All right.
The other thing is road trips, or let's say you're running around like we were last weekend. You have road trips, soccer games, whatever the case may be. Prepare ahead of time.
Yes.
It's literally that simple. Even if you have to make healthier sandwiches. Not saying that that's the best thing for you, but like for us, when we take road trips, when we head to Colorado, what we do is we pack meals. We'll stop at a gas station and warm them up in a microwave.
No shame here.
Nope, none at all.
You know why? Because we have goals.
That's right. And we bring tons of water with us. That's all we drink on the road is water.
Yep. It's funny because sometimes we'll have the gasoline clerk or something from the store. They'll be looking at us like, are y'all buying something? Yeah, water.
Water in the microwave.
Or almonds.
Yeah.
Water or almonds or what are the other ones? What are they called? Boiled eggs.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes we'll pick up some boiled eggs, but that's all we have. Because you know what? We have goals. And I don't care what's going on in life. Failing to prepare is finish it.
What'd you say?
Preparing to fail.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways. Okay, go on, babe. Sorry.
No, it's okay. So with that, that's your preparing ahead of time, right?
Yes.
Road trips, no matter what your day is.
Can I add
Go
one
ahead.
onto that one?
Go ahead.
So another thing that we do also is this may be funny and some people may look at us like we're crazy, but does it look like we care? No. But my point is we even bring what is that called? The little skillet thingy?
Oh, a hot plate.
Yeah, we bring a hot plate. When we have to stay out of town and we know that we have macros to meet, we have goals in mind, guess what? We cook in our room. Yeah.
Listen, there's a trick to that, okay?
Yeah.
I've had to work out of town for months at a
Yep.
time before in the hotel room, and let me tell you, I brought a hot plate. You go in the bathroom, you put a towel underneath the door, and you ain't got to worry about setting off smoke alarms.
Yeah. And seriously, it's like people, it's either you are committed and you have goals and you're going to stick to them or you're going to find excuses. Now, for us, that just seems to work out great because it works. For others, hey, listen, go out there, do your homework ahead of time. There's restaurants out there that do sell food that is, macro friendly, or if you know that you're going to be there, prep a bunch of meals ahead of time, take you a nice chest, whatever the case may be. But again, it's failing to prepare is preparing to fail. That's what it comes back to at the end.
Yep. Even at the restaurants, you can go and order grilled chicken breast or whatever
Yeah.
you're having. You can order a salad with grilled chicken breast. You can order a baked potato with grilled chicken breast, no seasoning.
Yeah.
I've done it many times. That way you're not consuming too much salt, depending on your macros, your goals, whatever they may be. There's many options out there. And one thing we have a lot of clients that do is driving trucks.
Yes.
They'll be like, hey, I can't lose weight. No, you can.
Yeah. And then real quick, I want to add into that is guess what? If you are on the road, we've got meal plans that we can create for you because guess what? We know what's at the gas stations. We know what fits in your macros. We know what's something that you should be eating, especially if you're sitting for long hours. So let's chat.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
That's all right. And one of the next thing I want to touch on, because we hear this so much, is cutting out all your carbs.
I love carbs. Carbs are my best friend.
I thought I was your best friend.
You are, but I need them and I need you. But those feed me. Those keep me alive to be with you. See?
I saved there. So the low carb fads, it's been around since God knows when. And it's sad to see that people are still falling for that. The carbs is what give you energy. The carbs are what fuel your brain. They give your brain power, the thinking power. Without carbs, you're going to start feeling lethargic and run down and beat down and tired all the time. It's just all there is to it.
Defined carbs, because there's there's difference between carbs,
Right.
and here we are again with quality of carbs.
Yep. So your carbs, your rice, your potatoes, your quinoa, your sweet potatoes. You have red potatoes, sweet potatoes, white potatoes, russet potatoes. You have brown rice, jasmine rice, which that's our favorite.
White rice,
Yep.
wild rice,
Yep.
and quinoa and rice. I mean, there's a bunch. But the point here is you want to look at the quality of the carbs. So because you could sit here and say, oh, well, I had a croissant. That's carbs. It is. But that's not really the carbs we're talking about that we encourage. Now, if you're talking about you have a flexible meal plan, when that's something that you really enjoy, hey, yes, we could we could fit it into your meal plan. But at the end of the day, we're going to encourage you the quality carbs, the ones that are,
The best for you.
holistic, because that's at the end of the day, that's what it is.
Right. So the carbs. And one of the things that I argue with all the time is a carb is a carb. whether it's coming from a bag of chips or a potato. A carb is a carb. That is baloney. I was about to say a bad word.
Good for you for not saying it.
Your body knows the difference.
Yes.
You know, just like we said in the beginning of this podcast, your body knows the difference. The processed carb, it's going to be stored as fat and not used as energy. Your good carbs is going to be stored as energy and used as energy for the most part, unless you just carb load. There's a lot that goes into it, guys. So, you know, not to be nitpicky, that's just the base of it. So the carbs you want to intake are going to determine your goals. And the biggest thing when it comes to any of this is calories in versus calories out.
Yes.
Period. That's weight loss or weight gain. Okay. For the people out there that are stopped eating to lose weight, that's the wrong way to do it.
Yeah, that's actually a great point right there. We've got a lot of clients who have started it. I mean, not clients. We've got a lot of people that we've interacted with, we've met, and a lot of time the first thing they say is like, yeah, well, I don't eat this, and I'm only eating this, and literally it comes down to them eating 1 to 2 meals a day. And a lot of times it's like people don't realize that in order for you to lose weight, you have to eat, and that's a very, very big misinterpretation. And we want to, it's a myth. It's a myth. In order to lose weight, you have to eat. So you have to think that in order to burn calories, you've got to intake calories. But again, it's the quality of the calories that you're consuming in order to be able to lose that body fat. So if you don't know what you need to be eating, it's as easy as calling Strength and Pain Fitness.
Yeah. Or emailing them guys.
Yeah, no, seriously. And I really mean that in a good way. We have, so many people that we've helped, and they're just amazed when we give them a prime example. Our SIP Warrior community, they follow a guide. People here are losing, honestly, 15 to 20 pounds, eating correctly. We're talking about, maybe sometimes, 5 ounces of chicken, 5 ounces of rice. I mean, you're eating. We don't believe in you starving yourself. That is just a horrible, horrible idea. Oh, man. Can you just imagine being so hungry all day long?
No.
Oh, no. If you're feeling that way, we need to talk. Seriously, I really mean that, okay? And, again, so they're losing all this weight, and they're eating, and they're just shocked, like, oh, my God, I am so full. Good. And guess what? Now watch that weight just drop. And they do. They lose the weight. It's a very, very horrible misconception that in order to lose weight, you have to stop eating.
Yes.
So.
It's horrible. I'm sorry if you guys are dealing with the hunger pains right now.
Oh, man. We can talk. Let's talk. Let's set up a virtual conversation, and let's get you on track, guys. Seriously.
Yep. One of the things with the low carb also is one that I've heard recently was, I'm not weight training right now, so I don't need to eat carbs. And for that person, they've lost a good amount of weight, but it's a lot of
muscle mass.
Now, we also have clients that do keto and everything else, which is low carb, but it's high fat. So you're still getting a good bit of calories in. We don't particularly like that diet, but if that's what you like, go for it. If it's helping you out, just look into where the keto diet came from and why it exists before you just jump on board with any of it. It's kind of like the, what's the other one? The gluten-free. Gluten-free. Cut out gluten. Do you know why? Nobody knows. Gluten are for people, or the gluten-free diet is for people with celiac disease. Their body's intolerant to gluten. A lot of people don't realize that. They just jump on the bandwagon. So make sure you know why you're doing a specific diet before you just jump on it.
Yeah, and don't say because your friend's doing it. That one doesn't work.
That's right. And for us, we like to do a well-rounded nutrition. Your fats, carbs, protein, your vitamins, minerals, everything.
Supplements too.
Yep.
Especially as you progress, we want to make sure that you're taking the right supplementation, to heal that body, recuperate, and it's all natural. We are both natural athletes, and, we encourage that. But again, what was the topic, babe? What is the main purpose of this whole conversation?
It's for proper nutrition.
Just reminding you. Okay, so
guys, if you have any questions, remember you can reach out to us, strengthandpainfitness.com.
If there's something that you'd like us to chat about, feel free to message us.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, email is strengthandpainfitness@gmail.com.
Yes.
And you could search us on Facebook, Strength and Pain Fitness LLC. And we're on Instagram as well at Strength and Pain Fitness. Feel free to reach out to us. Feel free to follow us. Feel free to share any of the information that we have. If you disagree with something, bring it. We want to know too, because you know what? At the end of the day, we are open-minded people.
Absolutely. And we love learning.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So, we encourage you to follow us, ask questions. And like I always say, the only dumb question is the one you don't ask. And if you don't ask, the answer is always no.
That's right, guys.
So
on to the next one, which is WBFF Worlds coming up.
yay! 18 weeks out
18
as
weeks
of today.
out, she'll be competing. So I just wanted to give a shout out. She's working hard and killing it.
Thank you, baby.
So guys, reach out to us, follow along. Her journey's amazing. So on to the show date. Thanks for listening. And don't forget to tune in to our website, our Instagram, and Facebook.
Yes. Over and out.
Have a blessed day.
SIP Warriors.